The Beaches podcast is going to give you everything you want to know about a beach before you go there. I hope you enjoy the show. Be sure to check out our website, www.sandee.com. Without further ado, let's get into the show.
All right. So, are you ready to plan the perfect Santa Barbara trip?
Yeah, let's do it.
Because today we're going to dive deep into all things Santa Barbara.
Love it.
And I know our listeners are always looking for those super specific details, the things that are going to make their trip really special.
Absolutely.
So we're going to talk about everything from the best beaches,
of course,
to the wineries you absolutely cannot miss.
Yeah, Santa Barbara's got it all.
To that Spanish colonial charm that just makes the city so unique.
It's got this really cool blend of like history and nature and like this really laid back California vibe.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think after this deep dive, our listeners are going to be totally ready to plan an amazing trip.
Okay, let's start with the beaches.
Yes.
Because Santa Barbara has like a ridiculous amount of coastline.
So many beaches.
Right.
Yeah.
So how do you even begin to choose?
Well, it depends what you're looking for.
Okay.
You know, some people want that classic California beach experience.
Yeah.
Like long stretches of sand.
Right.
Perfect for like sunbathing or volleyball.
And then other people want something a little quieter.
Exactly.
Like more secluded.
Yeah, like a hidden cove where they can just relax and listen to the waves.
Okay, so let's say I'm an early riser.
Okay.
And I want to find a beach where I can watch the sunrise.
I have the perfect spot for you.
Okay.
Butterfly Beach.
Butterfly Beach.
It's in this like really cute residential area,
Okay.
but it's totally public.
Oh, good.
And it's got this like really peaceful vibe.
I like it.
Yeah. I was there last spring just as the sun was coming up.
Wow.
And the light hitting the water was incredible.
Oh, that sounds beautiful.
It was like I had the whole coast to myself.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, so Butterfly Beach for a peaceful morning. What if you're looking for something a little more active?
Okay, if you want to be active,
Yeah.
Ledbetter Point is the place to be.
Ledbetter Point.
Ledbetter Point.
Okay, I've heard of that.
It's super famous for surfing. They've got consistent waves there,
Nice.
so it attracts like everyone from pros to total beginners.
Cool.
There are even surf schools right on the beach
Oh, wow.
if you want to like try it out.
That's awesome.
And don't worry, they've got restrooms, showers,
Okay.
and this amazing seafood shack
Ooh.
where you can get like fish tacos and stuff.
You had me at Seafood Jack.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've talked about beaches. Now let's move on to wine.
Yes.
Because Santa Barbara is known for its wineries.
Oh, absolutely.
And it's not just about the wine itself.
No, it's the whole experience. Like
Yeah.
the beautiful vineyards, the tasting rooms.
Yes.
The whole atmosphere is just so relaxing.
So tell me a little bit about the wine itself.
Okay, so Santa Barbara is known for producing some really amazing Pinot Noir and Chardonnay.
Okay.
And that's because the climate and soil are just perfect for those grape varieties.
I see.
It's what winemakers call terroir.
Terroir.
Yeah, it's like the French word for all of the environmental factors that influence the wine.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, and what's really cool about Santa Barbara is that a lot of wineries are using biodynamic practices.
Biodynamic practices.
Yeah, it's like this really sustainable way of farming
Okay.
where you're working in harmony with nature
Got it.
to produce these really complex and flavorful wines.
That sounds really interesting.
Yeah.
It is.
Can you give me an example?
Yeah, so there's this one winery I love called Shibata.
Shibata. Okay.
And they have this cave tasting room.
A cave.
Yeah, it was naturally carved out by the ocean thousands of years ago.
Oh, wow.
And tasting their wines in that space, it's just incredible.
Wow, that sounds like a really unique experience.
It is.
Okay, so if you could only recommend a few wineries to our listeners,
Okay.
which ones would you choose?
Well, definitely Shibata. And then you should check out the Santa Barbara Urban Wine Trail.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of that.
It's this walkable route.
That goes through downtown Santa Barbara.
So you can just like hop from tasting room to tasting room.
Exactly.
I love that.
Yeah, it's super fun.
Okay. And any other must visits?
Oh, yeah, Stoltman Vineyards.
Stoltman.
They're doing some really cool things with dry farming.
Dry farming.
Yeah, it means they're not using any irrigation.
Wow.
They're relying entirely on rainfall.
That's incredible.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
Okay, so we've got beaches, we've got wine.
Yep.
Now let's talk about that Spanish colonial charm.
Yes.
Because Santa Barbara is known for its architecture.
Oh, yeah, you see it everywhere.
Yeah.
White stucco buildings,
Right.
red tile roofs, lush courtyards.
So beautiful.
But it's like stepping back in time.
So where should people go to really experience this?
Well, you have to visit the Santa Barbara Mission.
The mission.
Yeah, it was founded in 1786.
Wow.
It's one of the oldest buildings in the city.
And it's still standing.
Yeah, and it's beautiful.
That's incredible.
And then there's the Presidio.
The Presidio.
It was a Spanish military outpost.
Oh, wow.
Back in the day.
Okay.
And it's been painstakingly restored.
That's great.
Yeah, so you can walk through the grounds and imagine what life was like back then.
I love that.
Yeah, it's really cool.
So we've covered so much today.
Yeah.
From beaches to wineries to Spanish colonial history.
And everything in between.
And I know our listeners are going to be so excited to plan their trips.
Yeah, I hope so.
Any final tips for them?
Yeah, don't be afraid to go off the beaten path.
Okay.
Explore the side streets.
Yeah.
Talk to the locals. Find those hidden gems that make Santa Barbara so special.
That's such good advice.
Thanks.
Because that's what's going to make your trip truly unforgettable.
Exactly.
All right. Well, that's all the time we have for today.
Oh.
But I hope this deep dive has inspired you to start planning your Santa Barbara getaway.
Me too.
Thanks for listening.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to the show, and be sure to tune in next week for your favorite episode about some of the best beaches and beach information in the world.